having to turn the edge of this here down. Hi guys, I'm Kendrick from MyCladders. Today I would like to go through 5 mistakes that people make in regards to looking after their gutters and their metal roofs. Number 1 is no maintenance. People don't take care of their gutters. Generally, if you live in a well-treated area, you're going to need to maintain your gutters. If you're in a real open environment where there's no issue with that, then look, a visual inspection's fine. The second thing is no action and repair when there is damage. When you see that there's a bit of issue going on up in the roof, people see it, oh, yeah, it's not so bad, it's alright. So they leave it there and they don't do anything about it. And what then happens is it gets worse. I mean, surprise, it gets worse. So there's another mistake which can cost you a whole re-gutter job. There's $3,000–4,000 there. If you act straight away, clean that gutter up, put the clips back in, you'll be able to save yourself some money. And that's mistake number 2, no action on repair. Well, mistake number 3, no preventative measures. If you live in an area and you know there's trees around, for example around here, if you live around trees, you should expect that it's going to drop leaves in your house roof's gutter. Now what happens there is the leaves build up and then they break down and they form like a soil, like a topsoil in your gutter. You may have seen in the past weeds growing out of people's gutters. Now if there's soil in your gutters, you're enhancing. Now don't quote me on a figure, but you're multiplying the speed at how fast your gutters are going to rust out. So prevention is the key. The next thing is, that's a mistake, knowledge. People don't know about gutters. They go, okay, gutters drop water. They take the water from the roof, put into the gutter, to the downpipes, run into the downpipe, into the ground. Sometimes people don't even know that. So having the knowledge about what is actually happening with your water is something that's very important. It's a mistake that people have. If you're buying a house, take the time to find that out. The last mistake is not really any fault of yours. Bad installation. Putting a gutter in which we call raking the wrong way or falling the wrong way, so that the water falls away from the downpipes, where the water's trying to get into the downpipes. So having bad installation can reduce the efficiency of water tanks, can reduce the life of your gutter. If you're going to have gutters installed on your house, using a true professional to make sure that they are going to be falling the gutters to the downpipes. Because then if you tell them that and you ask them that, when they've done the job, you can go back to them and say, the water's not falling to the downpipes. That comes back to knowledge. So there's 5 simple mistakes that just the general public and people make in regards to guttering. And in this storm season, they're things that you really need to know. A mechanism you could use, but right now what we're doing is